Quarantine with Mary. I'm Mary, and today we are making chicken pot pie soup. So it's really similar to chicken pot pie, except for we're not going to put it in a pie. We're going to eat it as soup, and we're going to eat it with biscuits at the end. So this is a really similar recipe, kind of the same thing as we did with the potato soup. So it's a little bit different ingredients, quite a bit more ingredients than we've done in the past, but it's totally worth it. The soup is great. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how really easy it is. So I have my butter in our really big pot. So this makes a lot of soup. If I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna go through the trouble of cutting everything up and getting it ready. Then we're gonna make a lot and we're gonna freeze some for later. So I have my big pot and I have butter and onions. And then we're gonna do celery and carrots. If you don't have some of these ingredients, don't worry about it. Just think about all the chicken pot pies you've had in the past and what ingredients that you like in them. So you can totally change whatever vegetables you like. I'm gonna saute these until they get soft, until the onions have become a little translucent, which means you can see through them just a little bit. So we're gonna be here for a little while. But at the end, kind of in the middle, I guess, we're gonna add in some frozen vegetables. You could use a frozen vegetable mix, the one that has, you know, the carrots and green beans and peas and all that, or you could probably use even, there's the canned ones, the veg-all, I think they are. You could use that. I'm using small peas, sweet corn, and baby lima beans because that's what my kids like. So whatever vegetables you have, whatever vegetables your kids will eat, that's your go-to. So we're gonna keep cooking these and we'll come back when they're all nice and ready to go. All right, our vegetables are nice and sauteed. The onions are getting a little bit golden. And now we're gonna put in our flour and we're making a roux. We've made lots of roux together so far, guys, so we should be good at this. So this is the same amount of butter as flour. So we have half a cup of butter and a half a cup of flour. And then we're gonna put in our spices. We like to cook our seasoning. Pepper, garlic powder, and seasoning salt in here. And we're gonna let this cook for a second. I have the potatoes already cooked in the chicken stock, and they're nice and tender, kind of like we did with the potato soup. I'm gonna get those cooked ahead of time. I'll let this cook. We're gonna throw our chicken. This is the shredded chicken that we made in the Instapot before. I'll put a link in the description so you can see how we did the Instapot chicken. You can also do it in your crock pot. And then we're gonna eat this with biscuits, and I'll put a link to the biscuit recipe in the description as well. So you guys will have all of it ready for you. So this is looking good. We're gonna throw our chicken in. It's quite a bit of chicken. We might need to have some more chicken stock, but that's all right. Just gonna let this all come together. Then we're gonna put our potatoes with our stock in and our milk, and then at the very end we're going to throw in our frozen vegetables. We're just going to stir this a little bit more. It's getting hard. Alright, so we're going to throw in our potatoes. As the roux gets warm, it starts thickening up. That's what we like. We want a nice, thick soup. If it's too thick, we can always add more chicken stock. Which it looks like we're probably gonna need a little bit more today, because we have lots of vegetables to get in here still. We're gonna do the frozen peas, the frozen corn, and the baby lima beans frozen. Looking good though. I'm gonna grab some more chicken stock to put in here, and then we'll put our veggies in. All right, we put some more chicken stock into our soup. It's a little bit more liquidy now. We're gonna put our frozen veggies in. So I do about a half a bag of each of the baby lima beans, the corn, and the peas. Since they are frozen, they're gonna have to cook for a while. So you're gonna bring this up to a little bit of a boil after you get all your frozen veggies in. And then you're going to turn it back down to low and just let it hang out and simmer probably for an hour or two. This isn't super fast. You want to make sure all your veggies are cooked. Your chicken is already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. You're just wanting your vegetables to get nice and soft. You don't want any crunchy vegetables in your soup. So we are gonna let this come to a boil, turn it down, let it hang out for an hour, make some biscuits to go on top, and we'll show you the finished product when it's all done. So it's been about 2 hours. Our lima beans took a long time to cook, so just keep checking on your soup, make sure everything tastes good and is cooked before you serve it. Don't want any crunchy vegetables. We have it all plated up here with our biscuit, but you could definitely put this in a ramekin and put puff pastry over the top of it, put it in the oven and get that crust on top. You could put it in a pie and have regular chicken pot pie. I'd probably put a little bit less liquid in it if you're gonna do that. But I hope you enjoyed our take on chicken pot pie, and thanks for spending some quality quarantine cooking time with me.